Hey guys, what's happening? Right, I think this is a battle against some guy called Bahamut off of Smoke on Wi-Fi Battle Finder. Either way, we had a battle beforehand, but I got my ass handed to me because my crappy Sun team couldn't get round a feckin' Heatran. And he was like, oh, it was a bit too one-sided for my liking, so I was like, well, I'll bring my try-hard team then, and we'll have another crack. The one thing he forgot to change, because we were doing new teams, he forgot to change his 9 towers, but I was like, blah, it's meant to be for fun, it's a point that people can't really, get nowadays. Either way, I lead off with Crossel, he leads off with Fortress, and, main problem with this is that, it kind of ensues really boring, crappy shit, because he can rapid spin, and I can set up, and he can set up, and we can sit here and, yeah, set crap up till something happens. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit here and Stealth Rock and Spikes, see what he wants to do. He set up, I think, a layer of T-Spikes, then he gyro balls me. It does literally nothing, because Crossel is a beast. As you will see, it's so cool. He rapid spins me, it's like, bleh. I think I did, 5 damage? I could care less. I think I'm going to go to my Starmie and rapid spin him here. I think. Maybe. Come on. Yeah, I probably did. It makes sense. There you go. Switch out, go into Starmie. With the really screwed up name, which he pointed out, and I was like, bleh, whatever. I even told him, I was like, yeah, I'm shit, so I don't see why you expected a good battle out of that, but there you go. So I believe I'm just gonna surf first, maybe, because I want to get rid of his sturdy, which is quite crucial later on, again, as you'll see. It takes a while to get into it. No, I'm gonna rapid spin him. Fine. Makes sense, I suppose. I need to get rid of the shit. He's just going to keep setting up, so now it's pretty much role reversal here. I have nothing to set up, but I can rapid spin away his shit, and he can't touch me. So, again, I'm just, sitting here doing shit. Oh, there's not much point reflect typing, because he has a 9 tails, and I'm not going to kill it with a surf, because it's going to have drought. So, yeah, fuck that. I just go surf, like I say, break his sturdy. And it's getting to the point where I am going to need to rapid spin again, and then I'm going to need to recover. Although I believe he is going to switch out into his Registeel here. Yeah, there you go. He switches into his Registeel, right? And this is a Curse Amnesia Registeel, which is brilliant, because while I do have something to get rid of it with, I've got that raw Mamoswine. It is a Registeel, and it will have Iron Head. So it's a bit dicey, but I am just going to go Reflect type, and then now I'm Steel, so that's lovely. He goes for an Amnesia, and I'm not really that bothered. I've got a bit of time to kill. So I believe I rapid spinned as he came in, so I'm just going to recover here. I don't even know why I really Reflect type, to be honest. I wasn't sure what he had, so it's like if he had T-Punch or something, it's just random for the hell of it, then I'd rather be Steel than Water. Although then the thought occurred to me he might have Amaran, which would have sucked. So now I'm recovered, I'm at max HP, the poison's going to knock me down a little bit, but, nothing I can't recover off later on. So now I'm going to switch into my Mamoswine, and I'm basically banking on the fact that he wants to be a greedy bastard and go for another curse, because he's going to be like, oh, an EQ won't kill me, I can just keep setting up all over his face, and I don't have to worry about a damn thing. So he does, and he curses, and I roar, and I lol, because he was what, +3, +3, +2? So, that's what you get, people. Don't be greedy. Well, especially against me, because, if you look at a Mamoswine, you think it's just going to EQ you. When it's me, it generally won't. Still, he gets roared into Salamence, and he obviously isn't going to like that, so he's going to switch out back into Registeel. I am going to light screen on the switch just because I figured I've got a turn, he won't stay in, so why the hell not? He brings, like I say, Registeel comes back in, I EQ, he Iron Heads, and he gets a crit and kills me. So I'm like, he can set up on me again. Great! Still, that one EQ I got off on him is helpful because, like I say, he's at about half now. So it does give me a bit of leeway. I can sort of fuck around with him a bit. So I'm going to go into Gyarados, because Gyarados is mixed with EQ and Fire Blast. So I can play around him, because he's going to go curse, obviously predicting me to be a physical Gyarados set, because no one predicts special. And my first Fire Blast misses, which is in there. It doesn't matter that much in the slightest. It's bound to happen at one point in time. But now he's seen that I'm special, I'm going to Fire Blast him again. This time I hit. It does a pretty decent chunk, actually. Takes him down quite low. He's going to Amnesia, and I'm like, okay, since you're only +1 defense, I'll just start EQing you. Haha. And he just I think he either Iron Heads here or Amnesias me. I'm not entirely sure. Either way, I'm just going to EQ him and get him down a bit. So that's what you get, people. You should try using Mixed Geara. Works well. Throws people off. No, because if you use it and people see you spam Fire Blast or Hydro Pump, everyone's like, oh, it's completely special. And you throw an EQ in their face, that screws them over. Still, it's a 2-hit KO with the EQ, so it ain't too bad. Fire Blast would have taken more to kill it with, I suppose. I mean, higher base power, but he was at +2, and let's face it, as much as I love Mixed Geara, its special attack is pretty shit. I can sing its praises all day, but it's a hard fact to get away from. Anyway, he brings in his Ments. I don't really want to sit here because I have nothing to hit it with, and it can PD and shit. I go into Crustle, which was a damn ballsy play. He goes for Stone Edge and misses, and I'm like, oh, thank God, that is so lucky. And then he's going to go for another one, and I go for the counter. Come on, Crustle. Live. Oh, yes. Get some Salamence. What do you got on my Crustle? Nothing. Fuck you. Oh, yeah. That, my friends, is the power of Crustle. It doesn't give a shit about Salamence. So after that crit on Mamoswine and the sort of vague, not really mattering Fire Blast mess, shit's starting to even out a bit, starting to come good again. Since it was on Smogon, and I completely forgot to take the fact that I used unreleased crap, I was debating on going for Stealth Rocks or X-Scissor, or with Custap, or going counter just to make it fair, but I go X-Scissor because it's like, blah, I don't really care that much. If he wants to moan and bitch about it, then whatever. I mean, it does about half, so it's just a recover to him. At the end of the day, I could care less. And he's going to get his free recover, because I go into low Pony predicting, him to, Dragon Pulse again, so I can Drag Pulse in with the Copycat. He goes recover, I Copycat the recover, so whatever. Custap didn't matter for shit. Because I was, I was worried he'd complain, because, to me, not every single Smogonite, but the vast majority of them are bastards. And I have some inane problem with using unreleased shit, and you have to be, hardcore and amazing. Anyway, I predicted him to Calm Mind or Dragon Pulse, so I go Encore, he Calm Minds, and I'm like, okay, time to get Salamence in and do something. Fucking start winning, Bring in Salamence, he stays in and goes for another Calm Mind, which confused me slightly. I guess he was predicting me to Copycat again, but Salamence is here. Free switch, why wouldn't I bring it in? Still, he's going to switch out and go into Fortress thinking, oh, that'll wall him, but no, Wide Lens Salamence says no. And this is the Wide Lens Salamance's best performance ever. Ever. Watch it and remember it, because it will never happen again. In comes the Fori, and I'm just, after DD, and I'm just going to Fire Blast, take him out after a little bit of thinking. I don't know really what he was thinking, to be honest. He has nothing to do. So I go Fire Blast, hits the Fori, that's, hunky-dory. Down it goes. In comes a Tornadus, and I was I figured I'd be quicker after DD unless it was Scarfed, and they have Prankster, so why would it be Scarfed? But he goes Torn? No, what? Why would you do that? That's such a waste. So I Stone Edge him and he dies. I guess he wasn't really predicting it, but still, even with a Dragon Claw and Outrage, it would die. No questions asked. And then he brings in his Ninetales. I guess he didn't bring it in before, because like you said, he didn't want to use Sun, but he just forgot to switch it, so I guess, but I said I didn't really care, so it's nice of him. I'm not complaining. But still, he has a Sash on his Ninetales, and he Wisps me, so again, that's why I was wondering why he didn't bring it in the first place. That would have helped him so much. I was debating after killing this Ninetales, with Fire Blast, by the way, because I was so worried about a miss popping up somewhere. I was debating going into low pony and just heel belling, but Latias is probably going to outspeed Salamence because my Mance isn't max speed or plus speed nature. So I was just worried, and I was just staying. I go for Dragon Rush, right? I know it won't kill. I'm like, oh, well, I'll figure something out. Maybe low pony could do something. Dragon Rush, it hits, and fuck you, Latias. I flinch. Oh, yeah! Go, Salamence. What a beast. You'll never see this again, people. Salamence will never be this good again. Thank you, Salamence, you god. And that is how we do that. So there you go. That's a bit more like it, isn't it, Mr. Smogon person? Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy more shit to come. Peace.